Have you ever noticed how the actions words in our sentences seem to change depending on who or what is performing them? It is like they have a special job agreeing with their subjects. Plural verbs are simply the forms of verbs you use when your subject is plural, meaning there is more than one person, animal, or thing performing the action. For instance, instead of saying she walks, you would say they walk. This concept is at the heart of subject-verb agreement, a fundamental rule in English grammar. When your subject is plural, such as the students or the trees, the verb must also be in its plural form. For most verbs, this means using the base form of the verb without adding an s at the end, which is typically reserved for singular subjects. This rule also applies to helping verbs. For example, you would use are instead of is and were instead of was when your subject is plural. Compound subjects joined by the word and, like John and Mary, also take a plural verb, as do certain indefinite pronouns like many or several, which are inherently plural. Let us explore some clear examples. For the verb to be, instead of he is, a plural subject would requiring they are. If you are talking about past actions instead of she was, you would use we were. For other common verbs like eat, sleep, or read, you simply use the base form without modification when the subject is plural. So you would say the dogs bark loudly or the children play tag. You would not say the dogs barks because that would sound incorrect to a native speaker. Here is a helpful tip to remember this rule. Often, plural nouns will end in an s, but plural verbs, in the present tense, typically do not. For example, think of cats run versus a cat runs. The s moves from the noun to the verb when the subject changes from plural to singular. This simple observation can guide you in making the correct choice almost every time. Understanding and correctly using plural verbs significantly enhances the clarity and professionalism of your communication. It ensures that your sentences are grammatically sound and that your message is conveyed precisely as you intend, making it easier for everyone to understand your meaning without confusion.